There was a girl who came from the earth. She woke with the sun, danced with the wind, and sang with the birds. In her hands, she held the world, brimming with her hopes and dreams. She danced with the passion of innocence, spinning in a galaxy of wild imagination. With each turn, youth made way for maidenhood, and the world became sharper, heavier. Societal consciousness tore the young woman's hands. But nothing is beautiful without pain. So she held tight to her precious world, and she made the pain her medicine. As the nights grew longer, the woman's dance slowed to a stop. The world in her hands swelled with loss and regret, until it slipped through her fingers and shattered. Blossoming into crone, she returned to the earth. She breathed the taste of summer evenings, green pastures and open skies from days long past. She became a singer, sovereign, a breaker of silence and awakened predator, a woman embracing her prowess, free once more.
clinging to your pain only prolongs your suffering. You trusted too easily, child, and they betrayed your trust, leaving you broken and alone.
You didn't go see them. You missed your opportunity, and now they're gone.
You should have.
You missed. It's your fault. You had the chance.
You're not enough.
You're out of time.
Do you mind? I'm trying to play a happy tune here. Do you guys ever get those intrusive thoughts? They're pretty annoying if you ask me. But sometimes I let them get the best of me. And I haven't been motivated lately, and mind if that hurts. Have emotions like grief, loss, heartache, betrayal. And I'm doing my best to stay positive, meditate, be kind, forgive, do the things that I love. But despite my best efforts, these thoughts still sneak up on me like unexpected, painful darts, causing my skin to break. But nature has become my sanctuary. It's a place where I can heal, where I can process, where I don't have to feel so alone. Thank you, tree, you magnificent being. Thank you, stump. Thank you to the rain. Thank you to the grass. Thank you to the flowers. Thank you to the moss. Thank you. What? Thank you, mushroom.
Sánate con los besos que te da el viento y con los abrazos de la lluvia. Sánate con el amor bello y siempre recuerda que eres la medicina. Heal yourself with the kisses that the wind gives you and the hugs of the rain. Heal yourself with beautiful love and always remember that you are the medicine.
Wow, what a gift. Curandera Maria Sabina. And she used this mushroom, a psilocybe ceruleans, also known as the landslide mushroom. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? I refuse to be defined by my pain. I'm here to release and I'm here to let go. I choose to embrace this healing. Show me the way. Thank you. It tastes like cucumber. There's double of everything. I'm a human, I can walk. Wow, look at this tree. It's got so many branches reaching up to the sky. Wow. And then, what? What's a piano doing in the middle of a forest? It's okay. It's my first
loss, betrayal, grief, betrayal,
I'm just gonna go over here.
betrayal.
Okay, I'm not gonna, yeah, okay, where are the unicorns when you need them?
Once upon a time, there was a girl. She lived with her family among the snow-capped peaks of the Rocky Mountains. As a child, emotions flowed through girl with youthful exuberance. She loved to run with her friends, pretending to be wild horses. She had a good life, happy and free. But when girl turned 15, the summer days of her youth turned into dark nights of teenage angst. Emotions that once flowed freely became jagged, stretching and slicing their way through her. When they grew too big for her body, she turned to sharp edges for solace. But each time the wounds healed, they only sealed the raging emotions back inside. Eventually, girl ran out of ways to cope with her feelings. Feelings that felt like walking around with third-degree burns. Until one option remained. Girl did not want to die, but like someone faced with the choice of jumping from the top floor of a burning building or being consumed by fire, she felt her only escape was to jump. No one trusted girl after that. Our story begins at Paradise Springs Residential Treatment Center for Girls, where girl is learning to control her big feelings.
Oh, is that why we are here?
Who are you?
Feelings!
Feelings? All of them?
Uh-huh.
And you are?
Internalized societal messaging. You can call me ISM.
I as an ism?
I am not an ism.
Are you sure about that?
Both of you! You're interrupting the story.
Oh, I bet everyone's gonna be so nice here.
Now, our story begins at Paradise Springs Residential Treatment Center. Girl has had no contact with her family for the first 21 days, but tonight, she gets to read the letters they have been sending.
Finally.
Your therapist said to read this one first.
What is this crap?
An impact letter.
The purpose of this letter is to share our desires about you belonging in our family. Trust has been destroyed with your deception. Your lies became a mechanism to manipulate, even at great, to hurt others. Such examples include the times you used the trait of a panic attack as a way to get our attention or divert attention from your sister.
What? A treat? A panic attack is a treat? Our family would never say that.
They didn't, feelings. The therapist wrote the letter, but girl doesn't find that out for another 13 years.
Wow. That's a whole new level of fucked up. I don't know how to internalize that message.
I don't want to listen to the rest.
When you apologize for your attention-seeking behavior, you can have the rest of your letters.
This is bullshit.
Since you won't comply, you're back on safety.
Great. We're never getting out of here.
Let's run away.
How do you propose we do that, genius?
Well, we can tie some bed sheets and go out the window, like in the movies.
You know that's why we're on safety, right?
Oh,
A month has passed. Tonight, girl is waiting for her weekly 15-minute phone call with her family.
Sorry, girl, no phone call tonight.
What? Why?
You know the consequences for attention-seeking behavior.
It was just a scratch. What do you fucking want from me?
Language, girl. You don't want to go back on safety, do you? I didn't think so. Stop attention-seeking, and you'll get your phone calls and therapy sessions back.
this is bullshit.
Why don't you just do what they say rather than being such an attention seeker?
That's not what happened.
Then what do you call this?
I was sad about the phone call.
Sad? About what? It's not our problem.
But that other girl got hurt and we couldn't stop it.
You have to stop being so sensitive. What happens to the other girls is not our problem.
You sound like them.
You have to play by the rules if you don't want to get hurt.
Girl, I thought we had talked about
I
this.
wasn't the manager.
You're on therapeutic probation for the next 24 hours.
But
No talking. You know the rules. I have to move your mattress into the hallway.
ugh.
Why aren't you stopping this? You control the story.
My job is to tell the story, not change it.
What happened to keeping our head down?
I was sad about the phone call.
First you're scared, then you're sad. We keep getting in trouble. Getting to think going out the window is the better option after all.
I can't stop feeling every time something bad happens.
That is exactly what you have to do.
What? I can't. I won't let you. Okay.
Girl has been in Paradise Springs Residential Treatment Center for 8 months. Tonight is a bad night.
Don't be in your room tonight. If you need to use the bathroom, ask the night staff to escort you.
Okay.
Everything's okay. There's just glass everywhere.
Okay.
Good job tonight. It's nice to see you finally complying. You'll be ready to graduate soon.
Dear Journal, I'm so overwhelmed right now. Earlier, I saw another girl getting restrained and there was blood running down her arms. I had to walk by her to go to the bathroom and yelled at
And
her.
the staff
Then
yelled.
she tried to run away.
Then she tried to run away and got restrained again. I'm so scared, but no one has time for me. I should be able to handle my stupid problems. I'm sick of being me. I don't know what to fucking do. Tonight, I really considered running. I want to get away from here so fucking bad, but I have nowhere to go.
No, this isn't right. Girl! Girl, I'm sorry. I don't know how to change the ending. Girl, come back. Girl. I'm here. What did you do to feelings?
I shut her up. She's our biggest weakness.
No, I won't do this anymore. I don't need internalized societal messaging anymore.
But I played the game. I got you out.
I'm safe now. And you're free. Feelings? Feelings? Hey, feelings. Remember when we were 6? We saw that story on the news about the little boy starving in Africa? First thing we did, we ran to the kitchen to find a packet of instant oatmeal to send to him. Maple and brown sugar.
Our favorite.
Remember?
And we wrote him a note.
Sending him love. From Carbondale, Colorado. Feelings. You are my greatest strength.
It's been such a hard year. I've lost so much, and my world got turned upside down in the blink of an eye. It's been such a challenge to restart again and balance my life. I miss my family, and so much is going on in the world right now that it is so disheartening and shocking. When will it end? My heart is broken, and I feel so lost right now, unsure of how to cope with so much pain.
You summoned?
What? They're not what I expected.
No? What were you expecting? Fire and brimstone? A menacing figure with a pitchfork? I am sorry to disappoint, my dear. It's just me. Like I always am. Cool as a cucumber.
Well, I picture you like that exactly, but I didn't envision you so relaxed.
Misconceptions. I am merely a messenger, here to deliver the lessons you've been avoiding.
But surrendering to you, it's not that easy.
No, it isn't, but it is necessary. Growth cannot occur within your comfort zone. Sometimes profound transformation, well, that comes from the depths of your discomfort.
I understand. I mean, we're all navigating the best we can to liberate ourselves from these heavy experiences that weigh us down. And it's not like we get taught emotional maturity in school or how to honor and respect the sacred teachings from the natural world. And these experiences are self-awareness. We just have to be courageous to process through the discomforts. And surrendering and letting go doesn't mean giving up. It just means that we're one step closer to love. Love. Warm, encompassing love. And here, first, like our inhale. And out, like our exhale. Because love is joy, and love is trust, and love is compassion, and love is kindness. Love is how we rise, and love is the way. I surrender and I embrace you. Oh no. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. For being here. For guiding us.
Cúrate, mijita, el dolor con el amor del más bonito. Recuerda que eres la medicina. Dear child, cure your pain with the most beautiful love. Remember, you are the medicine.
There once was a woman whose name had changed twice before she was a month old, who dreamed, doubted herself, succeeded, failed, thrived, lost herself, and eventually risked dreaming again. A woman who was most frequently asked to recount tales of the Venezuelan wild frontier, where she cooked over open fires, slept in hammocks, milked water buffalo, grew food, and cohabitated with monkeys, scorpions, snakes, and piranha. That story ends in what most consider a tragedy, with fear, guns, and robbery. And those memories are well sorted and properly filed away. This is the story that started during that robbery, while waiting in a dark closet with one child in each arm, telling them stories of what their new life in the U.S. will look like, while simultaneously realizing all of the choices she had made up until that moment to put her right there, right then.
So, here, now, on stage with lights and costumes, and you, an audience of my community, observing me, watching me, critiquing me, and potentially, possibly judging me. It's a bit like a nightmare. I am dressed, right? Okay. I have sat in these comfortable seats many, many times supporting my friends and family. And never did I think, I want to do this. So how did I get to be here now? For this part, I am going to do what has taken me 4 decades to learn to do. I'm going to invite my fellow sisters to accompany me, to sit with me, to hold space for me while I share my story. We all accumulate baggage on this journey. Closets full of extra towels and sheets, drawers full of magnets and rubber bands and pens from everything. Countertops and cabinets full of appliances and gadgets, and the garages full of used and unused toys. But what about the emotional baggage, the mental baggage, and even the spiritual baggage? Those memories that weigh us down instead of lift us up, the stories that feel more like chains that shackle us to our past. We all do it. We drag this pile of shit around, proud of it even as if it makes us more than or better than. It's like dancing my entire childhood and then abandoning a dream. I convinced myself I no longer wanted it, and I created complex, convoluted stories to support that idea. It took me 25 years to forgive myself for that, for not following through on that dream. 25 years to make peace with the decision to turn left when I thought I was supposed to go right. The morning of my wedding, I was so consumed with dread that had been building, but I could not find my voice. This was moving too fast. I was too young. I was scared. This isn't how it was supposed to feel. I was too ashamed to tell my fiance, and I was way too embarrassed to admit to my family that I had gotten this far and I didn't want to follow through, so I signed the papers. He's a good man. It wasn't his fault that I wasn't in love with him, but it wasn't mine either. He was my friend, my co-parent, but that did not automatically make him my partner. That person that I could grow old with, that I could lean into, that I could experience passion with. took me 18 years to find my voice and tell him how I truly felt. And from that day forward, I promised myself I would listen to my heart and I would never betray myself again. From the moment I first got pregnant, I swore I was going to fix everything my parents did wrong. That first night I slept next to each child, I couldn't close my eyes. I knew I was in a trance, and if I closed them, they were going to be adults when I opened them again. I did my best. I gave every ounce of myself to them. I had no needs, no desires of my own. They were my only thought until they became teenagers. And their needs changed, as is perfectly normal, and I know that. But what I didn't know was that I was going to have to get my own life. And I didn't know what that meant. I didn't know what that looked like. I didn't know what I liked. I didn't know who I was. So I did the only thing I knew to do. I returned to a previous version of myself, the pre-married, pre-parent version of me, and I did what she would do. I rebelled. I rebelled against anyone who had ever loved me. And I struck out in search of my own pleasure. In order to do that, I knew I was going to have to reconnect with my soul. That meant I was going to have to crawl back inside of what I thought at the time was an icky body. I was going to have to feel my own feelings again. I had no more excuses. I was going to have to take care of myself. And the problem with that was that many years prior, I had decided that I was no athlete. I felt uncoordinated and ungraceful in any sport I'd ever attempted. My dad and my brother loved baseball and tennis. I was the designated ball retriever. So 2 years ago, when I took control of my health, I lost 48 pounds. Yeah. Bodybuilding has taught me I am disciplined. I am consistent. I show up for me. I am now exceptionally proud to call myself an athlete. Yeah. And my kids, they're adults now, out in the world, accumulating wins and learning from the maybe not so good choices. Despite my having bled for them, I screwed up. I caused them trauma. I'm fairly confident my daughter will never attempt a racket sport. And my son's love language is sarcasm. But the memories of their childhood, those will stay with me forever. But the guilt, I relieved myself of the guilt. Of the guilt I feel from every moment I fell short. From every time I wish, God, I wish I could have a parenting redo. I see myself now. My motivation, my inspiration now boiled bubbles from within me. I now know that so much is out of my control, that my planning, my plotting, and my worrying does absolutely nothing. I know that criticism and judgment is not actually about me. And I know that I am surrounded by powerful, inspirational goddess women and strong, thoughtful, patient men, and a present moment that holds true happiness, should I just choose to accept it?
Of something that I feel very much in the middle of. Something that is continuing to chew and churn me. And something that's hugging me forward in my life. It is a story of shedding, layers upon layers of sediment. It is a story of embers and fire. It is a story of aloneness and connection. And it is a story of reclamation. It begins in the mountains of Wyoming. No, it begins in the Vermont wilderness. No, it begins watching Netflix. No, it begins in New York City in the 90s. No matter where you go, there you are. No, it began at the kitchen table of my youth. I come from a lineage of women who stop living before they die. I come from a lineage of women who stop living before they die. You don't understand. You haven't given up yet, says one of them, as though there is no other way. You're not a spring chicken anymore, says another. On and on they go. Stay home, stay safe under your piles of stuff, your Bible verses, and your nightly cocktail. Just sit back. But my soul had other plans. I embarked
on a wilderness immersion in the Tetons of Wyoming, land of mountain and moose, sage and river, badger, sandhill crane, and longings, so many longings. We were sent out on the land with an invitation. What are you needing, and where do you need to go to ask your questions? Without hesitation, a spark lit within me, and I knew exactly where I needed to go. I had a glimpse earlier in the week, and now was the time. I walked along the trail of cottonwoods, through the riverbed, and crawled and pressed my way through the dense greenery to a spot. And the closer I got, the stronger my heartbeat became, and the more I sensed something, a presence that I was joining. I arrived, and it was genuinely quite a sight. On this hot August midday hour, I encountered a kind of doorway, or a throne, or a threshold, two perfect stumps sitting side by side, patiently created by diligent beaver, with two symmetrically fallen trees that contained this hidden space, the back of which was bordered by a graceful semicircle of elegant pine trees. And not far behind my back, the river continued winding its way through the landscape. I approached and paused at this moment, sensing and feeling into what was arising. May I enter? I asked. Yes. Contained within this space, hidden from view unless you were right up on it, were the remains of an elk, or perhaps deer. This being very nearly filled the space with fur, bones, hooves, and not much else. I sat down and held my head in my hands, thinking, wondering, imagining that I might be here for some sort of death experience, imagining my own body lying down. But instead, an energy rose into my body, an energy that came from the earth and filled every cell of my being. It was the energy of the one that does this, the predator, the rage and the fierceness and the focus and the strength of this one, the predator, the one that is wild and free, the one who hunts out exactly what they want. The one who is willing to fail and fail and fail again, and the one that is willing to kill what needs to die so that they can live. I am alone and unafraid, and I lean into the experience with my whole being. I prowl and I growl and I scan the horizon. I take my place in the order of things. And I allow this energy to shape and move me. After a bit, the heat is growing in and around me. The river calls, and the predator, which is me, goes for a swim. I splash, submerge, and I welcome the cleansing of water. I feel. Does this story, or the idea of the predator, make you uncomfortable? Because it makes me uncomfortable. Sometimes quite uncomfortable. As a woman, I know what it is to be prey. To feel watched, hunted, fear for my life even. As we are all well aware, our culture has yet to find a way to offer complete safety respect, and autonomy to everybody. It's time. And so I am working to embody the predator, an energy that is big and spacious and efficient. I am looking to shed the false niceness of woman, the good girl, the shoulds, and to do what you are told. Woo! I am seeing something that is much more free. What kind of fire and fierceness can I embody and embrace? How can I weave this deeply into my being until this is my truth, until I am no longer? What has to die so that I can live, really, truly live?
Until it is our truth. We are defiant. Woo!